So I've been working on these two. Not that one. This one. It's a NAB deck, but the whole reason I'm playing NAB is to play Submersible. And it's been doing well, I think, just because NAB is overtuned. So then I went over and I thought, hey, how could I make this less degenerate? Perfect. So I thought, right back. So I thought, how could I make this less degenerate? And boom, this is what I came up with. If I make it less aggressive and more just playing cards that I didn't start with oriented, I thought maybe that could be my way of not being a complete degenerate. However, there is a certain card that I have thought about crafting in order to play this deck. And it starts with an H, and it makes the degenerate scale go up a little further, a little higher. And I'm not huge into playing it, but I don't know why that, I didn't mean to add Ezreal. That's not the one I'm talking about. I'm talking about this card. Because every cat deck that I've seen, you play this, it gives you a bunch of random cards, and bing bang bong, you're good. The problem being, I don't have any, and I don't have any wild cards or shards because I craft things too quickly. So I figured in blind. So, one of you, do I do 3 black market merchants? 1 progress day. 1 rummage. Because rummage actually makes sense. Because think about it. If we get cards from our opponent that we don't want to play, boom, rummage them away. It works. Basically, my understanding, or my thinking in this sense, is we just want to play any card that says, oh, where did that, oh, no more Ezreal. Draw on it, I would think. So, Veteran Investigator, boom, takes up a draw engine. Takes up, it serves as one of our draw engines. I'm considering pick a card. However, it's really poor because they have fleeting, and we have a very high density on the top end. Salvage, probably good to use. That's actually probably a pretty good one, actually. That's one of the reasons to play Bilge, probably. Sleight of Hand. It's a bad card. Don't get me wrong, it's a bad card. However, in the matchups where it matters, it could be useful. Zap Sprayfin. That seems like you should just run it. Elusive does stuff. Static Shock seems good. Dreadway, not really. Augmented Experimenter. I don't think so. Even though it draws 3. And it serves as some form of removal, I think just... The thing is, like, I'm considering it, because if I have a super heavy hand and I need to play it, it gets rid of my cards that I don't want to play. But also, it's just, it feels kind of bad. Definitely not Lure of the Depths. That is a terrible card. And this is better than Sleight of Hand. So, this you shouldn't play in a deck that has good removal. This, I just shouldn't play, period. Then again, this isn't supposed to be a good deck, you know. Twisted Fate. Do I ever run Twisted Fate? Twisted Fate's a good card. Twisted Fate is broken. Probably get rid of 2 Trail of Evidence. I really want to run a bunch of nabs, though, because hypothetically, you get cards that are different. But then again, they were running cards that the decks I looked at only ran one Chempunk Pickpocket. So maybe let me check. Okay. So upon further review, it is a first down. No. Yoda Grifter. It basically doesn't always hit, which is my main concern. So do we run 2? It does get us a warning shot, which gives us a card that we don't play, which is extra cards. So maybe we run 3, but currently we have an overwhelming majority of that. And then that begs the question, do we run Sump Snipe? Because Sump Snipe has potential to just give us extra cards, or cards that we don't necessarily play. However, it could whiff horribly. But it does give us a 0 mana, possibly. But it's also 4 mana, so it's 4 mana. Probably 1 flash. Coral Creatures. Attune. And it creates in hand a 1-cost spell from your regions. That just seems good, right? Because if you run this, I guess. But think about it. This basically has this effect in a way. Because this one always gets you a card that you can play since it attunes. Which I think is decent. Clump-a-Wumps, probably good. Chump-Wump, probably good. Back Alley Barkeep. Is Vaultbreaker good? Probably not. Okay, 20 out of 40. Interesting. Jaw Hunters. I was thinking about this. It serves as a form of removal, and it gives you a card which you wouldn't play. And ideally off of this you want like a lower cost one, because like getting like Ship Recorder, that's like, ooh. Terror of the Deeps is probably, or Terror of the Depths is probably worse. But we'll see how that goes. Monkey Idol. I don't think I want to play. Probably not Ezreal. Okay. Probably not Vi. Probably 1 Thermo Beam. Possibly more. Drag. No, I don't think so. Jailbreak. Another possibility for a 1-drop. But then again, is that good? Probably this. This. Do we play 3 Make It Rains just because Make It Rain's a good card? Call me crazy, but I think that's the play. 1 Sump, 1 Ghost possibly, or is Ghost the other region? Ghost might be Ionia. I think it is. So we might run no, probably not enough 1-drops. That's an interesting thought to have. Shady Character. Gotcha. Island Navigator. Not really aggressive like that. Movement attack. To rally. Interesting. +4/+0 and quick attack. Just feels like that like we die so easily to that we can get punished easily. But it's also just like another form of removal, so maybe one of them. This just messes up our plan because it dilutes our deck. Can't get our big dudes as easily. This draws us cards, which is good. Golden Narwhal is a bad card. Get excited. Some 2 random 1-cost followers. That just seems poor, but maybe it's worth thinking, considering in a deck like this. We have 1 Sump, 2 Scrap Scholars. I think Make It Rain is our Mystic Shot. Like we play triple Make It Rain just because it's good. We are getting up there, and I don't have any champions in this deck, unfortunately. Hey, officer's good. Okay. Hempunk is interesting. We don't have many minions, which is unfortunate. We also don't have many plunder triggers, which is not amazing. What's the fearsome dude? The fearsome chick? Prowling Cutthroat. Like, this is just power creep on the Poro. Except this one's cuter, but like maybe I play this just to be an extra plunder trigger. Possibly. I could play Parlay in that case just to be another plunder trigger as well, and just possible removal. Hired Gun's pretty good. I know I'm going overboard, but Sump Dredger. Doesn't Demacia have all those 6+ cost spell cards? It's interesting. Probably not that one. Do I have Riptide in this deck? Toss 3, deal 7 to a unit. I don't think that's good. I thought that was just Riptide Rex's ability, but it's not. Deal 2 to an enemy. If this kills, deal 4. What's our allegiance looking like? 22 to 20? Oh, it's like 50-50 practically once I remove some cards. So I'll probably remove like the extras of these Bilgewater cards. Holy cow, we have a lot of 2s. 18 2s. Yeesh. That's not very fun. Oh my god, look at that. They're just late game like that. But, I mean, 2s that draw. Get cards, get cards. Get cards. Get cards. Get cards, get cards. Is that all the draw cards we have available? Jay Medarda. Don't have any targeting cards though. But I mean, he did just get buffed. So he is a bit of a consideration. Zonite Urchin. Maybe get rid of one of those things. Like, I want to get rid of 2s, but also these Yordle Grifters aren't great. Okay, this deck concept is just, like, bad. Do I ever go full Yoinkies? And just think about that. Hopefully getting, like, hopefully getting me enough cards for Pursuit of Perfection. Like, think about this card. It gets disrupted by so much. Like, it can get denied. And then, because it's also slow, so they can do a lot in response to it. But also, this thing can get Will of Ioniad, which isn't terrible, because it's 1 mana. We just don't get it to attack when we... Because they probably Will of Ioniad when I attack. But also, it can just get, like, destroyed by so much. Or can it? No, it can. Mostly by Shadow Isles, though. It gets Frostbit. This basically is like Darius syndrome. Like Darius, the 1 health buff isn't... It's, like, good, but, like, 5 health was already quite a bit. And 6 health. This thing just gets removed by quite a bit. It doesn't get removed by just straight damage most of the time because it has 30 health. I don't see any way that it could be, but can this work on enemies? No, ally. So I think we go head first. Nope, head first into the meme. And hear me out. We bop, 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 bop. Bop, bop, bop. Okay, so these are our core cards. Wait, let me check. It'd be interesting if there was a champion that nabbed or had some nab synergy. Maybe in the future. I can't remember what the next set was. I saw it leaked on the Reddit, but on the subreddit. So Submersible draws us a card and is just kind of like a finisher. What else do we bring to the table with this region? Oh, I should probably go unowned. Misfortune, not really a consideration. Good plunder trigger. But so is like Teemo. Well, not Teemo's less reliable. Is it worth it to run Misfortune? At that point, we're just like a worse MF Sejuani deck, in a way. Or MF I don't know who else you would play with MF from P&Z, but Daring Poro. Actually, we could play Daring Poro plus the other one because they're both separate. Excuse me. So think about this. This is one card, which gives us another card that ideally we don't play. This is one card that gets us 2 different cards that ideally we don't play. I keep thinking this is 30 cards, but it's 20. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So we're already basically halfway there with like ideal rolls from these. Which thinking like less than ideal. Say we don't have any of the triggers. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, because I'm saying, like, without plunder, this gets us a card that mostly people aren't going to be playing the cards that we're playing, hopefully. Chempunk Pickpocket, another card. Could run 2 of them. Just for draw. Like, actually, like, being able to draw them in a game. Wow, we're already at 15 cards. Holy cow. Is Pursuit of Perfection even worth playing? No, you wouldn't run Misfortune. You'd probably just run this, if anything. Like, this is cheap. It gets the job done. You know? So maybe ones are this, and then... Prowling Cutthroat, maybe? Rummage is good inclusion. Prowling Cutthroat. I'll use a wild card on that because I'm a degenerate. Okay. Prowling Cutthroat. So we got 4 1-drops. 3 of which are units. Good plunder triggers. What other plunders could we play in this deck? That's unique, but like not really something we want to play, let alone spend a epic wildcard on. This, does this steal it? Like remove it from the board? Because if so, this could be a removal tool in a way. I think this has the, it's quite funny that they both have the eyes on them because they're both, I think, bad cards, but not good probably. Not good for us probably. Riptide's always good because Riptide is busted. Plunder Poro, sorry dude, but you have a cool beard, but probably not gonna consider you. Jagged Butcher, do I want 5 or 4 1-cost minions that I could play? We'll see at the end. So that's really all the plunder guys we want to use. Like this, it just does nothing without plunder, which feels bad. This, same thing. Like, that's just bad. Especially since we're not aggressive, we're not going to be like always getting hits on face. Like, it just feels like, why? Deal. Dealo. Okay. Deal. So warning shot, parlay, probably worth considering. Make it rain, we can use that to our advantage to deal face damage. Used Cask Salesman. Now that's an interesting consideration. That's actually really interesting. Because that's a plunder trigger. Also, so is Caustic Cask. Which we could play. Oh boy. Okay, so I put 1 Caustic Cask in. I went put 1 Caustic Cask, or Used Cask Salesman. Static Shock, also another trigger possible. Riptide Rex, possibly. Corinna. Corinna's good, but do we have enough spells to constitute having one? We'll see, I guess. This could be interesting. Interesting form of removal. What does Shadow Isles look like with Pursuit of Perfection? Probably not great. I just know it has good removal. We'll play, wait, oh. Wait, hold up. Does Thermogenic Beam not say deal? Wait, why doesn't it come up when I type in deal? Wait, is it really case sensitive? It's the fact that I don't have a capital D? Okay, well nothing's gonna come up if I search that. Deal. Wait, that's what it says though, it says deal. It says that. All your mana. Deal with a capital D. E-A-L. that much to a unit. What if I search that? What? That costs. Deal that much. That's literally what it says, though. Right? Thermo. Oh, okay, that brings it out. Why doesn't it come up then? That's really strange. Well, I'm gonna run one of them. Counterfeit copies doesn't feel great. Dreg, not really interested. Jury rig, eh. Jettison, pointless, kind of. Okay. Well, this deck idea is just terrible. Maybe I do more of a control-y nab deck with Submersible. It just feels so bad building one of these. It's like building a Reno deck. I just put random cards in that I feel I would want. But this isn't as fun as building a Reno deck. Don't get me wrong, this game is a lot more fun than Hearthstone, but maybe Pursuit of Perfection just isn't the move right now.